So guys, today I'm gonna give you a different lesson as usual, because for example, I usually do tutorials that show you my process, but I want to give you more depth about some theories in case that you guys want to improve more as designer and as artist. All right. And as I see on our Telegram, some of you asking me about how to create things by your own instead of just copy. I really know what do you mean about this, because I can see that you guys are learning a lot from my process. I can see that you guys are doing a really good job and you guys are understanding all the process, but I know that you guys need to learn more in more depth how to create. So the lesson for today is about creativity. And when we talk about creativity, think about when you are dealing with music and art and designs. All of these things comes from you, from what inspires you. And let's talk about first about you. This topic is about you and things that you like most. All right, in my case, I will give you some examples. I really love to work with games because I've played a lot of games. And think about how you guys can do things that you really like. For example, you guys can draw your dogs, your family, and these is things that you always feel inspired to do. For example, another way that you can see this: are you doing this for hobby or job? Because if you are getting paid to make this to be paid, of course you need to do this. You cannot say to your clients that you don't have creativity to make that job. And of course you need to see more ideas, references, and this is how the things works when you are working. This is quite different from when you are a hobbyist. In this case, don't get hard to yourself. What I mean by this: in some cases you guys will feel like very frustrated if you compare, for example, someone else's skills with yours, because you can say, oh my gosh, I can't do this, and this is not so fair with you. Don't do that. All right. And these comparisons generates a lot of frustration. This doesn't help you in your creative process. And look, you guys, if you are hobby, if you do this for hobby, try to enjoy your process. Don't try to pleasure everybody and that don't like your art style. Do for yourself. All right, this is my key point. And of course, if you are doing this for job, try to improve your process, how you guys create your stuffs. Let me show you here from my designs that I did already. And look, this design is here that I did. Look, it's very crazy. I do this to try to create something by my head, and try to have this moment where you try to just sketch, and a lot of things becomes very nice when you try to understand and experiment new stuffs. Here I did this design, but I was trying just to explore more about the compositions, the colors, and this is really crazy. But I'm not showing you. You will not see this design in my Instagram because I did this to myself, and it's very nice when you do things to you. And this exercise that I did, I got this from another artist, and I tried to recreate this design in my art style. This is very awesome in case you guys want to create something by your own. All right, and let me open here again the workflow, and look, in some cases, you continue here. All right, some of your inspirations can bring from money. If you work for money, a lot of inspiration can be easily done. All right, and look, you guys, design is like music. All right, for example, let's talk about piano. Piano can be vector, guitar can be raster. And can you understand about this? We have different styles, we have different meanings and different instruments. All right, Everybody is different from each other. Okay, I know this can be a little bit abstract for you if you are a really beginner, but try to think about this. All right, and let's back to here. The workflow to learn, guys. To learn more about the workflow, all right, you have to study more, of course. And my best tip is try to observe and watch. All right, let me show you here my tips. I got here some of my exercise that I do when I'm walking through the roads. Look, I did this bird, as you can see. Let me open here. I did this one just using a pencil, random pencil, and try to sketch this. I did this one by making watercolors, and try to practice, try to practice more. I did this one here, and look, you guys can create more by observing and practicing drawing skills. You don't need to be a master of drawing. As you can see, this one is not a master drawing, not perfect one, but I'm sure that with more I try to understand how the things works around me, more I can have more ideas, here is the tips already. Draw more, experiment new brushes, new styles, try to create things a bit crazy, random things. Try to have this moment only to you, don't try to do everything and show to everybody, because some people is very harsh to you on social medias. This is not good. And start by simple. Okay, start by simple. You guys will do a really great job. Let me open here. You can create more using a challenge. All right, if you have questions about how you can create, grab a challenge and try to follow this challenge list, and this helps you a lot in achieve your goals. For example, if you want to make exercises, you can improve yourself during your exercises, and for example, if you grab some job, in this case just for to learn more, you guys can grab some jobs from clients or your family that wants a design. I have some of my family that ask me a lot about, hey, could you make a design for me? And with regret I need to refuse, because I have a lot of things to do, and it's very nice when you have this challenge, when someone asks you to make a job, and this really helps you to create more, because if you don't have nothing or a mission, probably you will not have ideas. All right, and guys, about the imagination, this is the last topic about the creativity. And all right, imagination comes of course from your thinking, your thoughts, and I think you need to have, in this case, a clear mind. I think this is the most important step to have more imagination. So try to enjoy more your day, your life, your family, because when I feel, in my case, frustrated or stressed for something, the creativity really is really bothered by this, and try to walk, through the street. Why I'm telling you this? Because this works to me. All right, I'm not telling you that this will not work to everybody in this case, but I'm really truly think that with more you have this pleasure moment when you are watching, when you are with your family enjoying. I'm sure that you guys can have this motivation, inspiration, and this is really good when you want to create something. All right, and try to do this when you are walking, exercising, watching a movie. All right, and all of these things can bother your creativity. Social medias, news, negative thoughts, and personal problems. I'd say that if I have a lot of personal problems, my work is really affected by this. So it's very important to have this moment that it's a very personal thinking, but I think everything here can contribute to your creativity process. All right, and the key point is, let me remind you, try to know what you want, what you like most, in my case, I told you that I really love games, and I try to push myself into the games, environment. All right, and try to learn. Of course, you guys are doing a really great job by following my tutorials, my steps here. I can see really a great improvement from your designs. And guys, try to create more. All right, don't get very stressful by all the things around you about this coronavirus. And I'm really sure that if you follow every topic that I'm showing you here, you guys can do a really nice job. All right, since my drawing tips. And another tip that you guys can do, look, let me show you already. I have this small Groot, and of course I can just draw him in my iPad or my paper, as you can see. And this is a really nice, guys, mission that you guys can start to create things by yourself. Okay, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this lesson. I'm trying to improve more my way that I explain my stuffs here. And thank you guys so much for keeping supporting me on Patreon. I'm hope that I will give you even more about my knowledge. I still have a lot to learn from you, and I hope to help you in every step over here. Okay, thank you guys so much. I hope to see you in the next lesson. All right, bye bye.